Oh, g'day again. Okay, yeah, just another quick one. Okay, there's a few drawbacks to this, the way I've made this rotisserie. Yeah, it's very difficult to tip up, very heavy. I was thinking that what I probably should have done is sanded it a little bit better, like, you know, have it pivoting sort of somewhere in the middle of it. Yeah, at the moment when you tip it up, like it's bottom heavy, and yeah, like you can't pull it up and hold it up and get the pin in it. It's too difficult. However, I thought about changing it, making it turn easier, but then you get a new problem. See, the height of this I made from measurement. Okay, the measurement was the width from the center. So the height of that is from the center to the outside at the widest point, plus an extra 100 mil or so. So it's got clearance when it spins over. So if I were to like remake it, like, I'm not going to drill more holes or try and bolt anything onto it. I'd have to, extend an arm down and then back. Extend an arm down and back from here. Sorry, didn't have the camera pointing. So if I was going to do it, I'd have to extend the arm down from here to somewhere in the center and then join it back. And the back would be considerably easier because I've already got a bar there. So it'd just be a matter of cutting this off and welding it back on down here. Like so that it comes straight out from the pivot point straight onto there. That'd be pretty simple. However, for one, I've run out of gas on the MIG. Don't have money for another bottle of gas right now. I've got other things I got to buy over the next month or so. So won't be getting another bottle of gas anytime soon. And I've run out of the small MIG rods. Stick welding rods. I've only got the big rods. Big rods are fine for this heavy stuff, but if I was going to try and weld this pipe, which is, I'd be struggling with it. I'd just be blowing holes. The problem with big rods is you got to turn the heat up full bore, and it just blows holes and everything. So that's the main problem in changing it again now. But the biggest problem would be is that I can't just cut these off and put them lower to where it lines up in the middle, because then it'll hit the ground when you try and tip it over. So basically the whole boat would have to be a foot higher, and that then creates its own problem in that the whole thing is then getting too high to work on. I'd be standing on a milk crate trying to work on it. So it is sort of, you'd alleviate one problem and create a new one in doing that. So basically, I'm going to leave it as it is. And what I will do is I'm going to drill another hole. I'm going to tip this up, prop it up with something, drill a new hole in this bar, so that it'll be like on the inner piece. The new hole would be about here somewhere, or no, on the other side, or both sides anyway. Somewhere in between, somewhere where I can push it too easily and drop a pin in and hold it, and then from that point I would then have to get some blocks or something under the keel. Yeah, so push back, get some blocks under it, and then jack it up to the height I want. So yeah, a bit more mucking around, but yeah, I think that's about the only sort of real viable option I've got at the moment anyway. The other thing too is, I want to get on with doing the boat. I already spent 2 days making, basically, not 2 full days, but yeah, mucked around for 2 days making this rotisserie. And yeah, even as it is, see, when I get it, if I were to tip it right upside down, it's still going to be too high again already. But there's probably no real need to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to get the whole inside done first, finished, and yeah, and then start on the outside. So I think when it comes to that point, I'll take it off the rotisserie, just put it upside down back on the trolley. That's this trolley here, so I can wheel it round. Of course, before I do that too, on the previous boat, I made stands that fitted into the Rolex, actually Rolex, but it only has them at the front, so I sort of, yeah, have to make something that fits in here, and also make something that can mount to the back without damaging anything. Yeah, because yeah, when I turned upside down to do the underside, this will already be painted, so I don't want to be damaging or resting anything on the new paint. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we're up to. Yeah, didn't quite work out the way I wanted to, but it'll do. As I said, the main purpose of building this is that in the previous boat, or previous 2 boats, I had a lot of trouble getting dirt, wood shavings, old paint and stuff out of the boat. Yeah, it was just a nightmare. You'd try and wash it out, and it'd just then go from one side to the other, from one end to the other, and it'd just stay in the boat. You couldn't get it out. So as I said, that was the main point of doing this, is so that I can wash the muck out, wash the dirt off, and because I'm going to put paint stripper on this one rather than trying to sand in between all the ribs and everything else. And yeah, because that'll have to be washed off with the pressure washer. And yeah, I want to be able to get it all out of the boat. And I also don't want water sitting in it either. When I hose it out, I want the water to run out straight away, so that it dries again quickly. Anyway, so I can achieve that with what I've got. So yeah, as I said, didn't work exactly the way I wanted to, but it's going to work well enough to do the job. So I'll basically leave it at that. After I finish drilling the holes, I still haven't drilled the other 4 holes and put bolts in yet. So I'll do that, and then we'll start stripping paint. Alright, once again, thanks for watching. Bye.